Yes, people, welcome back to the channel. It's your host with the most, reporting live to you and yours. Obviously, we just watched the game. Arsenal are back to playing football. Finally, we get a preseason game today afternoon where we won 1-0. We literally won 1-0, but we lost the penalties. I want to know what's your thoughts on the game. To be honest, I thought it was a good game. We were a bit decent, you know. I like the lineup. He changed up a lot of things since considering Gabriel had an injury, so he was just coming back. So he didn't want to risk him. We didn't see Gabriel play, and the rest of the lads were good. To be honest, the rest of the lads were good. We won 2-0. The first half, I think I gave it to Ethan Waneri and Saka. They were lively. Ethan Waneri was doing the most. He's really showing us like, even if you guys don't sign Eze, I'm just gonna be there to do my thing. He was the life of the party in the first half. Ethan Waneri was doing the most. There's one time when he turned and he shoot. That was very, very nice, from Ethan. Ethan looking like he's stepping up his game, to be honest. Ethan Waneri, I think he fits more in the central role. He fits more in the central role. So Ethan Waneri, he played very well. Bukayo Saka also looks like he's back to 100% now. So if Bukayo Saka is back to 100%, you lot are in trouble. If Bukayo Saka is back to 100%, but it was back to see it was happy to see the lads back. Considering they were on the break and considering how it ended last season. We totally lost the league. I think it was in March or February. So remains to be seen if we can replicate the same thing or we're going to be title winners. With Jokers coming in, gotta do the celebration. With Jokers coming in, I think Jokers will be a main game changer for us. With Jokers coming in, he will be the main game changer for us. Now with him coming in, maybe we have a lot of chances to we have a chance to score. Because if you saw today's game, we did everything, but we didn't score. We did so many things right. We had attacking. Saka was putting in balls, but there's really no one there who's really there to cut in these passes. So that was the main thing that was missing in today's game. If you notice that Saka putting a lot of goals, Ethan Waneri putting a lot of goals as well, but there's really no one who's there. So with Jokers coming, he will be a game changer. I believe Jokers will be the main game changer we need moving into this forward. Let's look into the new signings. Norgard was very nice. He did decent. He was a decent player, nothing much flashy, but he's a decent player, someone who's decent. We will need a decent player. Nothing flashy. He just went about his business, clearing the ball, putting in nice passes in the final third. And I was impressed with him, to be honest. I was impressed. I think Norgard will be a strong asset. He will be a strong asset to the team. He will be a strong asset. He played very well, and since he's a Premier League proven, he's the only guy. He did very well. And then in the second half, Martin Zubamendi came in. Zubamendi obviously is a different level. You saw even the corner he put in. Not the corner, the penalty was a nice one. But Martin Zubamendi, he's quick on releasing the ball. He sees the space. Every time he's putting in a cross, he's putting the cross in spaces. His release of the ball is very good. He has a good passing. He is very good in passing the ball. That's one thing I'll give it to him. But he still doesn't look like 100%. Of course, he just joined the team just recently. So for him, he's going to need some time to really get the goal, to really get kicking. But Martin Zubameni, it's a yes for me. That's a good signing. We will not forget Martin Zubameni joining the Arsenal, because what we've seen today, he can only get better. He can only get better. And I'm very happy for the signing. The other players just really took the game. That stood out for me. Even if you saw my thumbnail, is Max Dorwell. Max Dorman is out of this world, man. Max Dorman, he is literally out of this world. He is only 15 years old. Must I remind people, he is only 15 years old doing what he's doing. When I was 15, I was just playing. I was playing football, but not in the Premier League, obviously. I was playing football in the backyard of my mom. This is where I was playing football. Just show you the different levels. Every time he had the ball, he didn't fear. He didn't think he's playing this old heads. He took the ball and he was aggressive with it. He didn't let anyone phase him off. He is a generational talent, and we're happy he signed a new contract. I hope next season he gets game time. What's wrong if he plays this Carling Cups game? He can play the Carling Cups game. You don't need to play Premier League. I don't think it's too much. We don't want to depend on a 15-year-old. But the way he was comfortable, he had the same confidence that MLS has. These guys, they don't even care that they're playing with these old heads. All they want to do is play for the badge. They want to play for the badge. That's just about. But it was a good game from him. He is a generational talent. Max Dorman, he's a generational talent, and I feel like Arteta might just give him some minutes this season. Let's see people if he gets some minutes. But if he gets, that would be a good thing for him, because I think he's a star in the making and he can only get better. The other player who came in, I think it was someone, the guy who played in the right back. He was solid as well. Even the other defender, I forgot his name. The kids were very good, man. I think the youngsters just took the show. They took the show and then they run with the show, man. I'm very, very impressed with the Yankees. And seems to be bringing a lot of players, even after those guys left, But we're still doing very well. That is the only good thing about and And other players who came in, Saka, I told you about Saka. No, Saka, several guys, none say the less. Kivio put in a nice cross, he put in a nice cross that found Saka, and then Saka came in, and then he scored the 1-0. We did everything, but we didn't score. At the end of this game, we'll go on Twitter. People will talk about Arsenal as a lot of XG. We need the goals. We need the G. That is the goals. That is the only thing that is lacking. And they better make the jokers. They better make the jokers medical ASAP and get it over, because we will need jokers as fast as possible ASAP, because jokers is the only missing link we do not have at this team. If Joker steps in with the way we are creating, he will bang. If guys like Merino have 9 goals, if Havertz have like 7 or 10 goals, what do you think Jokers will have? The Glock 9. He's banging 2025 maximum. It's not even any doubt. But the only issue we left, it seems like we're still saying that we're still playing the same way. We're still relying on the left, we're still relying on Saka and Odegaard. Most of the work is going to Saka and Odegaard. This is predictable for us. I think Arteta needs to change. We cannot every time be relying on putting the ball to Saka and then Saka trying to cut in all the time. Saka and Odegaard, Saka and Odegaard, Saka and Odegaard. That's old news. He needs to change. The left wing is not looking good, people. I don't know. Maybe this is the style of play affecting that. The ball is only going to the right wing, but the left wing is very, very poor. I don't know what happened to Martinelli. My boy Martinelli did so much. This is not my Martinelli, I know, but the way he's been playing, I think he got past the defender only one time. And when I got angry, I used to call him the headless chicken because he would run with the ball, but in the final third, he don't know what to do with it. That's just the thing with it. But it looks like we will need as a people. We will need as. I don't think our attack is enough. Even with Jokers, I know Jokers will bang a lot of goals, but who is to tell what will happen? Maybe you get off on a bad start. You saw even Havertz today. He did everything right off the ball. He did everything, but he didn't get a goal. And if you're playing in the false 9, if you're playing in a 9 position, we are looking for you to score goals. We're not looking for you to be a tackler, to be tackling players. We're looking for you to score. So even you saw Havertz was MIA. He was just a passenger in the game. Nothing much to talk about it. People say I'm always attacking him, but he didn't show up. This is the thing. Because at the end of the day, Havertz naturally is not a 9. Havertz is not naturally a 9. That is why I'm just crying that let's just run up this medical aid for Jokers, get him flying over, so he will play the Tottenham game. In other news, I think Arsenal will soon start the formal bids for Eberachi Eze. I think Eze we need to beat, but rumor is coming out that they will want the release clause only, nothing else, because Arsenal were talking about they will try and bid and then trying to get a lower fee than the release clause, but Crystal Palace are telling us that no, it's not going to happen. We want the release clause. That's just about it. So we gotta go to Crystal Palace with 60 million ready to bid for Eze. Nothing about it. You people always telling us to get goosebumps and that we have a war chest. Bring the war chest, because you see what Liverpool's doing. Liverpool's doing a madness. Now they already stopped 240. If they sell Luis Diaz, they are going to they are going to go for Rodri. So if they take Rodri, our life is basically finished, people. Our life is finished, people. We'll be just passengers next season because the attacking, the threat will be out of this world. This is why I'm saying they need to make a move for as Asa, because Asa is an Arsenal through and through. He grew up with Arsenal. He was in Arsenal before they even sold him, so he was to have Arsenal in his blood. So we need to approach the chairman of Crystal Palace, tell him, man, we got 60 million for Eze. Can you make this deal happen? Another rumors people were talking about that we want to make a swap deal with Nelson. I think it was a Nelson to make the swap deal, get the deal over the line, because with jokers only, I repeat, people, I don't think we're enough. With the fire people are adding. I don't think we're enough. What will happen if Joker certainly is injured today? Then what we will do? If Joker happens to be injured, we also what happened last season. We didn't even expect we get so many injuries, and how we even finished second, we don't know. I know, but we need more attacking options. This is the bottom line for today. We need more attacking options. I'm happy with Zubamendi. I'm happy with Nogard, but I still feel like we need more attacking options. And Eze might just do it. If we're not gonna get Eze, Xavi Simons, I don't think we're gonna get Xavi Simons anymore, because from the look, Xavi Simons has already agreed on a deal with. He has already agreed the deal with Chelsea. Fabio Romano posted that they already agreed the deal. So if Xavi Simons is going to Chelsea, then that leaves us a chance to try Eze. Chelsea is not messing around, people. Chelsea is not messing around. If they get Xavi Simons and then they want to get that defender, this is the thing, when you get your chances, you need to maximize. When we had our chance to win the title, we didn't maximize. Now Chelsea are coming out. They are coming full head on straight, all gas, no brakes, the way they are coming this season, because they'll have a lot of options, a lot of attacking options. It'll just remain to be seen if Maraska can do it in the game space of 38 games, But this is the thing, people. I hope Arsenal get us some attackers. Even if you saw Arteta's press conference, right? He even mentioned the same thing, that we are short of attackers. We are short of attackers, and I think Arsenal will need to sign something. Break that bank. I know Kroenkes are the richest owners in sports. In the sports, whatever you want to go, be it basketball, be it cricket, they are the richest people. The Kroenke team, I think, is around 21 billion. So they can spare a few billions for Arsenal. They're spending so much for LA Rams. They're spending so much money for Denver Nuggets, given extensions, hell of extensions to Joker, giving them 400 million, 300 million extensions. They could do the same for Arsenal. Anyway, people, if you're online, make sure you smash a like. Please smash a like, get some likes up. If you get the likes up, then you get more people tuned in. So I see people who are online. Make sure you smash a like to your boy, and let's chat. I'm just sure, I feel a bit confident with Jokers joining. Now I have just settled in. I slept over it, and I like to do this thing. I know Manchester United people were thinking somewhere, somehow, maybe Jokers will join them. Like, they'll just do a bidding. They'll use their old heritage of Ferguson and say, Jokers coming. But Jokers told his coach, nah, I'm not doing relegation battle. But United, they've signed some good our attacking games. It's going to be a good game. That match when we play, when we face Manchester United, it's a must-see game, must-see. You need to grab your popcorns and sit by the couch and watch that one, because it's going to be a must-see game. Because Manchester United, there will be a different beast, and anyway, it will be in the theater of dreams. First game of the season, everyone will be buzzed, and everyone will look to see what Jokers, what Mbemo, and what Cunha can do, That will be the main headline for that game. But anyway, people, thank you for tuning in. Make sure you smash the like and you subscribe, to your boy. I just thought I'd do a live thing, and do a match reaction on the game. It was a nice game, even though I noticed a lot of people are rusty, but I think slowly people will grow into the game, and the link up will be there. Zubimendi, Nogard, but Declan Rice, Declan, rice and peas, rice and peas. Don't say anything about the kid, but Max Domi needs to play next season. Just get him 5, 10 minutes. Let him play 5, 10 minutes, man. What's stopping that? What's stopping that? If Yamal is out here buzzing at 18, then why can't he play? He needs to play. The way he just came in, super comfortable. He was like, give the ball to me. Even if these people were different, he didn't even fall off. He's like, defenders are gonna pull you, and then he was like, nah, I want this. Something that even the old Premier League players are not even doing, but he was doing the most. He is even confident on the ball. So it was a beautiful game. It was a very, very beautiful game. I'm sure the Singapore fans feel like they paid enough for their money, especially with the penalties. But the penalties were very good. But I didn't like a few penalties. I didn't like that my captain missed the penalty. Like, how is Martin Odegaard missing a penalty? You're literally our captain. You should be the one leading the line. You should be the one leading the line. But you saw Kepa, right? I think every time we're going to penalties or something, I think Kepa needs to be there, because with Raya we never catch any penalty. I can recall once or twice when Raya has kept a penalty, has catch one penalty. I think one Tottenham game, and Raya is not good with penalties, man. But Kepa is a different beast. He's a different beast. He's adding something we didn't have. So in any games, like if it's a Champions League game or it's something that we are going to penalties, it's okay. We just need to add in Kepa. Let him take the penalties, because Kepa, he did very well. He's a strong fit to the team. He has all the experience. He has all the experience that we need. So I don't see why we cannot get Kepa. He needs to play. And Kepa has been playing the Premier League for how many years? The only funny thing is Chelsea bought this guy for around 67 million. They sold them to us for only 5 million. People are not talking about that, but people will talk about Madueke. Anyway, people, the only thing, this is the other thing, I'm just hating Madueke was not there, because we would love to see what Madueke will do, I want to see how Madueke will play, because from the look of it, rumors coming out that Madueke is going to be playing. I think he's going to be a starter, because the price tag is too high. I don't think Arteta just bought him to be a bench warmer. I think he will play on the right, and then he will play on the left. He will be actually everywhere. This is the look of the thing. But I'm not mad at it. I was mad at it. I'm still mad at it about the price tag, of course. But he's a good guy. We gotta support him. If he's wearing the badge, we need to support him. But the Singapore vibes were very, very good. If you watch, I watched the highlights. I even showed some fan cams who were there. Everyone is buzzing for the new season. Everyone is buzzing. We've been through a lot. We've been through a lot as Arsenal fans. 21 years PTSD, still no trophy. Our cabinet is dusty now. Our cabinet is literally very, very dusty now. We need major trophies. We don't even have Champions League. So everywhere we go, these people are talking and run up their mouth talking about we don't have a Champions League. So this could be our season. And the Kroenkes have tried to beg this guy. I don't want to hear this at the end of the day. People talking about Kroenkes didn't do much. They have begged this guy. Most of the time, Arteta is signing the wrong players. But since Andre Better came in, I think he has restored the order. He's talking about, now I'm here to restore order. We're not buying any stupid players the way we did the last time, And Andre Better is seriously cooking, people. I don't know why people are not talking about it, but Andre Better is cooking. What he has done so far, we barely get players before preseason. We barely get players before preseason. We pray and do everything, and Google and wait and pray and do everything. We'll get a player on midnight. You remember the Ozu signing? It came at the midnight, the last day. So that just disrupts everything. If you are looking to start your games and you just joining after preseason, it destroys anything. So for this transfer, I think Better has done okay. If he can add 2-3 more additions, that will be good. That will be a very, very good thing for the team. I don't think he needs even to go for prolific strikers, these big names. I think you can get an Eze. I think from AC Milan, if you saw Rafael is very good. We can go for this guy also. He's very good. If you saw the way he kept pressing on the counter, he was very, very good for me. We can bring him on as well. I forgot to big up Saliba, man. The recoveries he was doing today, Saliba, we out of this one. You remember that counter attack? Even MLS could not catch up, but Saliba, he has so much pace. He cut in from the middle, he came and then he just shoved this guy off. That was a very, very nice game from Saliba, as a general, Saliba, Rolls Royce and everything. Hopefully he signs a new deal because as reported, remember, not Liverpool, Real Madrid were lacking for the guy. They're looking to get him in. And if we lose him, it all falls apart, people. So players like this, they will look at what we are doing. They will look at the future. They will look if the club is in the right position because already right now, when Saliba is going home in France, he will meet Ndebele. Ndebele is a Champions League winner. He will meet his colleagues from Real Madrid. They have won Champions League. They have silverware, and he's looking at his cabinet like, I don't have anything, and he's in his prime. So players like this, they will not have all the time, and we don't want him walking up on the free like what Trade did. So this is just the thing with this one. I hope and pray he signs the new deal, because if Real Madrid is lacking, the only way we can keep him is if we win something major today. This season, we need to win something major. We do not have any excuses as an Arsenal fan. Even as an Arsenal fan, what excuses will we have now? Last season, we said we had injuries, but this season, we don't have any excuse, to be honest, because anyone who asks you, you have a striker. And we have an out-and-out striker and a modern-day striker, a hitman, Luca Brasi, John Wick, the sniper. Steph, he'll be cooking like Steph, the chef. He'll be like Steph, he'll be cooking. I'm putting my neck online on Jokres, and I'm on record telling you, Jokres, he'll make it, he'll make it. I had a lot of people talking about sign Nunes. Arsenal cannot be signing Nunes, man. I don't think what people really think that we as a club as we will take Nunes for what, man? We don't need Nunes, man. We need to get at least Rafael or Eze, who else from the top of my head that we can sign and who can be an addition, because the thing is, and Eze is good, man, because Eze is Premier League proven. You just imagine the competition Odegaard will get if he knows that Eze is there. You just imagine the type of competition he will need to pull up his socks, I know he's a captain and everything, but respectfully, competition is good for everyone at the end of the day. Competition will be good for everyone, but Arsenal, just go with the release clause, man. Don't go there trying to talk about add-ons. Like, we want to reduce the add-ons for Eze. We want to negotiate the add-ons. The add-ons are too much, and then drag it for another 6 weeks, like what you did with Jokres. And you had us waiting night and day, scrolling night and day. Like, any update. It's close. We don't want that. Go and get Abrachi Eze. If you cannot, then get Rafael. I think Rafael will do very well, man. He will do very well. I don't think we could have gotten Semenyo, forgetting the pronouncer, Semenyo from Ghana, but he signed a new contract. Getting him now will be even more expensive. This is just the thing. But I'm happy with the lads. Let's see. I think our next game is against. We have AC Milan and before we have Tottenham, we have another team we're playing. We have Newcastle. It's gonna be a tight one. Newcastle. Last season they beat us how many games? I think they beat us like 3 games, and then we ended up winning 1 game one day. So it's gonna be another big tricky game. Newcastle. Isak. Isak has been dropped in the previous game they play. I don't think this one they'll drop him when we play Newcastle. He will be there. Newcastle, of course, if they have only signed 1 player, Elanga, it seems like it's been really, really tricky for them getting some players, because no one wants to news to Newcastle. Everyone talking about Newcastle don't have the pool. But I feel like most players, they will want to stay in London. I don't think players want to move to Newcastle. Even if you are moving, if anyone is asking you where do you want to move, you probably want to move to Newcastle, to London. So I think that's just it with the pool. But Newcastle is a good thing, it's a very, very good team. If you grew up my era, Newcastle was balling with Alan Shearer and everything. So if you like the team from there, what stop you from moving? And they have the Saudi Sheikh backing them up. Remember, the Saudi Sheikh is there backing them up. The Sheikh is there, so that all your money is there. Remember that all your money is there. So Newcastle, just look out for them. Don't count them out, because as long as the Saudi money is there, anything can happen. That's just the thing. If you have Saudi money, what is stopping you, man? So people will say, London, nah, Newcastle, nah. Newcastle is coming, man. But Chelsea is seriously worrying me with the moves they are making. Chelsea is seriously worrying me. The way they are moving is some madness. Chelsea and Liverpool. Who have known Liverpool spend so much, man? I think they want to go 300 million. I pray they don't get Rodri. I really, really pray they don't get Rodri, because if they get Rodri, our lives is finished. Finito. Anyway, people, thank you for tuning in. It's almost 30 minutes now. I thought I'd just dive into the transfers, and I'm gonna be doing live streaming now. I don't want to be dropping the videos anymore. I want to do live streams. I think live streams are more interactive, and you get to talk to people, what people think. I know a lot of people now, a lot of you people are sick and tired of hearing about Jokers, but I'm gonna just say it one more time. We've signed a striker. His name is Victor Olores. I think he will join the Tottenham game. The Tottenham game is gonna be crazy. I think Arteta will have to play him. You just need to play him for the fans, because everyone will be buzzing to see Jokers. So you just have to play him. I don't know which number he's gonna wear. What do you think? I think he will just get a 9, man. You take 9 from Jesus. I don't think Jesus deserves the 9 anymore. You take the 9 from Jesus, and then the clock 9, he has to be complete, and him rallying for Arsenal, him wanting to come to the Premier League, because he knows the Premier League, this is where he came here, and then he didn't go well for him. So I'm sure you have a point to prove, Sometimes, you know what they say, sometimes comebacks are more personal, that's what people say. So I think for Jokers it's personal, because you already know people are already writing him now because he's playing in Portuguese. Like Cristiano Ronaldo didn't play in Portuguese league, like Nani didn't play in Portuguese league, like Bruno Fernandes didn't play in the Portuguese league. They're quick to forget when it comes to Arsenal, but it's okay, people. You talk what you want to talk. Keep playing down on Jokers. He will come slightly in that mask, and then when he scores, and then when he bends in Theatre of Dreams and shuts it down, that red-infested area, it's gonna be madness, man. It's gonna be madness, It's gonna be madness. And now I want to see what the talk now. The talk is Manchester. Yes, I also forgot to bring this one out, that Manchester United now want to sign Sesko. I told you before, I think I dropped in one video yesterday talking about the same thing, that these guys were laughing at Sesko when we wanted to sign him, saying we're signing a youth. This guy, he has only scored 12 goals. All of a sudden, to him, he has turned into the hero now. Sesko has turned into the mighty, mighty hero. Make it make sense, people. Now they want Tesco now they want, but I think Manchester United will do well with Nicholas Jackson. If Manchester United get Nicholas Jackson, I think that would do them very well, man. I think they would do very well with Nicholas Jackson. The meltdown will just be crazy on the internet, because I don't think anyone wants Chelsea players. If you're taking Chelsea players, give me Caicedo, give me Reece James, give me Gusto, give me Cole Palmer. Let me understand. But if we're taking backup dancers, nah, it's not good enough, man. It's not good enough. Anyway, people, I'm checking out 30 minutes in. Let's do this tomorrow again, Let's do this tomorrow again.